A South Carolina college student convicted for participating in the January 6th Capitol riot plans to run for office. Elias Irizarry of Rock Hill in the Citadel student filed to run as a Republican in House District 43. This district makes up parts of Chester and York counties. Let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes into this conversation. So Khalif, we're talking about someone who plans to run for office but convicted of a crime here. Can that happen?
It can, and we're in a really weird place. I mean, if he's convicted, or since he has been convicted, he can run for office legally but can't even vote for himself. So it's a very weird place. But let me say this, as a criminal defense attorney, I'm a huge fan of second chances. So I'll start there. Even though I don't condone or understand what they were doing that day with the riots, I can say that anyone that serves their time, whatever the time may be, if it's a year or 20 years, once you are done and you have finished that opportunity to go back in society and be productive, whatever avenue you want to be productive in, I would say go ahead and go in and do that. The only issue that I would have is that for individuals that are attempting to go out there and say that there was some election that's being stolen, that there was some type of conspiracy theories or false elections that are happening out there, it's oftentimes confusing than when you put yourself out there to run for public office, because the same process that you think was stolen, you'll be participating in there. And so it's always confusing when I see individuals that do that, but all going out there, having a second chance, I'm all for it. And there's nothing in the law that stops them.
Right, and that would be something for voters to decide if they want to believe him or not. But taking a look at the severity of a crime, does that matter? Because we have a guy he pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor. Does it matter if you are guilty of, let's say, a felony? I know you said you can't vote if you have a felony on your record.
No, I mean, the severity of it doesn't matter. I mean, there are pretty crystal clear rules, and I appreciate that our Constitution protects and gives you an opportunity to go out there and put yourself out there for office. For instance, for the president, there's nothing in there that will stop the president being charged, having a conviction, from running for office. If you meet the age requirement, if you meet the residency requirement, you're able to run for office and hold office. It's just you can't vote, which is again, another argument for another day in terms of taking a person's away a right for them to participate in the electoral process because of a prior conviction. That, again, there are a number of advocates out there that say we still shouldn't do that as a country. But after you have served your time, there is nothing, regardless of this type of crime, that stops you or prevents you.
Looking into your crystal ball a little bit for us, what do you think those he's running against think of all this? I
mean, they'll say the same thing that I've just mentioned, that it's hard to say that you were participating in something that tried to disrupt and disturb our democratic process, our peaceful transfer of power, and now you're inserting yourself into that very same process. And in his case, he was going to a military school, someone that, is right. Pledges the creed to protect and support our Constitution, both for the state of South Carolina and the country. And so he was already at a number of odd ends. I could say that his voters, they're going to be in a challenging position, just like the individual that worked as an officer, as a state officer there at the Capitol. He's running in Maryland as an officer that attempted to protect the individual. So you have people that are
both sides,
putting themselves out there that were in that day, that were at that moment, that are saying, listen, that moment changed my life, and I want to go out and represent people and tell them what I did.
Well, these are definitely a group of people who are very into politics and paying attention to what's happening in our community and the United States as well. Khalif, thanks for breaking it all down for us.